Hey, what's up? This is Jared with the App Podcast. We're brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Here are some coupon codes for you. Save you a little bit of money over at GoDaddy. Hey, today we're going to take a look at an app called GPSKit. Now, if you've ever owned a GPS device before, which I bought one a number of years ago when they were still kind of new, and they were fun because they tracked you wherever you were going, you know, connecting to the satellites and whatnot. But we've got that now for the iPhone, and this provides additional features to just a standard GPS, so bear with me here as I show you some of that. So you can locate yourself, just tap here, it's going to locate you. One of the neat things is this ruler. So you could just click and drag and drop a pin down, and it's going to measure and give you an estimate of how far away you are. Of course, you can zoom in here, something that you couldn't do on a lot of those GPS units is, you know, just zoom using some of the cool functionality that the iPhone has, and then measure. So the measuring tool is pretty neat. Gives you an estimate. Of course, you know, measuring in the middle of a city isn't completely accurate because you can't just walk straight through land. You know, you've got to take the roads or whatever. So pretty neat. Let's take a look at our settings here. We've got all of these options to turn on or off here. We can go and meters, kilometers, feet, miles, yards, nautical miles. Really neat. Let's get out of here. We can empty our cache if we have too many map images saved. Start slowing us down. So the dashboard is where you will probably spend most of your time when you are moving about. This dashboard gives you your current time, your trip time, your speed, your pace, accuracy, an odometer, and your direction. And then it also gives you an idea of how strong your signal is in the corner. What's neat is you can save multiple tracks in here, and tracks are basically your trips. So if you are going on a hike or something like that, you can save the track. You can even upload it, share it with others so that they could check it out, and that would show up in the waypoint section. So let's take a look at some of the waypoints that are already in here. We've got swine flu outbreaks. We've got all the Hooters in Canada, the U.S. and Canada. We've got a tour. We've got just, when you upload it and you don't title it, you get the date and the time, and that's it. We've got a Yosemite hike, another Yosemite hike, so pretty cool. Let's go and load one of these and see what we get. So it's going to download it, and then it's going to add all of those to our map so that we could see where those are at. And then, of course, you know, we could try and get there. So let's click here. Here we've got a ton of them. There's one in, let's see, Dublin, which is the closest place to me. So here we are with that information. I can email that. I can view it in Maps. We've got the information there. I can hit save and go back. Take a look at those coordinates and all that information. So very neat. So you see I zoom out here a little bit more. We have those markers down now with those locations, so I could figure out where those are, use this app to make my way there. If I was in utter destitution for some food from a Hooters, I could hike my way there using this application. So really cool what this app does, because it allows you to share that information with other people. As this app starts to get used more and more, obviously there are going to be more and more waypoints that show up. I could delete these individual waypoints if I want to free up a little bit of space, or just get them off of my map. Obviously there are a lot of them and I don't necessarily need all of them. I could delete the whole item just like that, hit done. I could create a new set if I would like, a new set of waypoints. I could email these, I could share them by hitting the button right there. I'm sharing basically what I've been recording so far, which is not much. because I'm standing still here. So I don't necessarily want to share that because that wouldn't be very interesting to anybody. So I could just delete that right out. In the information here, we've got a user guide which will go more in depth to the things that I've quickly shown you. You can contact them with some questions. There are some iPhone accessories, frequently asked questions, and all that stuff for you right there. So this is a really cool app. I recommend that you check it out, especially if you are into hiking and, you know, in the car we have our GPS units. So maybe this wouldn't be the best application for being in the car, but it definitely, if you're floating down a river or if you're out on a boat or something where the standard GPS, you know, the Garmin or whatever, which is its job is to get you from, you know, over to the nearest Best Buy or something like that. But this app right here is to record and get you all of your tracks and your waypoints set for little hike trips, or big hike trips. But remember, you do have to be connected to a 3G network in order for this to work, just as anything with the iPhone. So if you're hiking somewhere where there is not a 3G connection, then obviously it's not going to work out too well for you. So definitely check out GPSKit because it's a great, clean looking application that works very well for recording your GPS waypoints and tracks. So take care, and we'll see you next time on the App Podcast.